It's time for some football at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Today, half of the AFC East ready to square off. It's the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. Nick Folk ready to do the honors. And we're off and running from Western New York. Ty Johnson now to return. He's brought down just inside the 25. So here come the Bills for their opening drive. They're led out by the reigning NFL MVPs. Finished top 5 in voting 4 of the last 5 seasons, Josh Allen.
He won the MVP award. We all knew he'd capture at some point of his career. And to me, Katie really did so because he further elevated everybody around him. That's what MVPs do. That's exactly what Josh did a season ago.
And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Just a yard left to go on second down. Fires out wide, complete. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
The defenders, they were ready for that throw, stopping him right at the line of scrimmage.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you'll really break the backs of a defense.
First and 10, here's Allen. He's got this complete to James Cook. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. Where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. Now here he goes. Escapes the defender. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
First down throw for Allen. Pass into the hands of Dalton Kincaid. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you gotta imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. 2nd and 3 now. They'll try the right side with Cook. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense, and I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Quite the opening drive they've put together, partner. New set of downs all the way down to the 25. Going to the ground again on first. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Brought in close to the 8. And He's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
From the red zone on first. Here's a screen for Cook. And in. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills finish up an excellent opening series. It's a James Cook touchdown. Well, Brock, this was the type of start we expected, right? Given the lopsided matchup we've got, now it's up to their opponents to start giving them a challenge. Keep this one competitive.
Easier said than done, and you know that, Kate, playing as severe underdogs on the road. How they respond on this next drive is going to be really telling for the direction this game goes.
Matt Prater for the point after try. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bills will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
7, Jets, nothing.
Now Prater on to send it away. On the return, here comes Kene Wangu. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So now it's the Jets getting that on offense for their opening drive. They're led out by a respected veteran now in year 15 here in the NFL, Teron Taylor.
Don't think for a second, Kate, he hasn't heard the noise. Read the comments from the keyboard warriors who say they just want somebody else leading this team. But let me let you in on a little secret. Those criticisms, they can fuel quarterbacks. Make that chip on the shoulder even bigger to prove people wrong and to show I really do belong in this league.
I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Here's Taylor. And Bills get to him. He's brought down. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
Kid, all the data lately has taught us really clearly. Sacks, negative yardage plays. They not only just destroy that play, they destroy drives. Well done, defense.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He set up the screen here for Hall. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness that's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
Now on 4th down, here's Austin McNamara out to punt for the Jets. Fair catch called for, and he's got it right near the 30-yard line. Here comes the Bills offense for their 2nd drive of the game. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their 2nd possession.
And Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Well, a little bit of big completion, Brock, if not for that meddling defender who knocked it away. It sets up 3rd down.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as it begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Here's Allen. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Play action now with Allen. He completes it in traffic. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
5 still to go here. This is second down. To the air again, Allen. Pulled in by his back, Cook. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Again, Allen to the air. Got his man, Shakir has it. And this is going to get them all the way into the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
First down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. It's a James Cook touchdown.
This right here, Kate, well, this is a performance of the modern-day running back. A touchdown on the ground, a touchdown through the air, and in just the first quarter, making a massive impact on the game.
Prater on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bills drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
14, Jets, nothing.
Now Prater on to send it away. Here's Isaiah Davis on the return. Things going well so far. Makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. The second drive coming up now for the Jets offense. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. They start the drive with Hall. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Throwing off the play fake. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
No real secret. They were going to get him and his height involved early there, Kate. The secret was how is he going to be defended? Well, they chose to go physical. And that will plant a little thought in his mind. The next time the ball comes his way, he better be ready for some contact.
This one quickly to Taylor. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Jets. First down. A gain of 9 yards.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down. They'll go play action. Buying some time left. He's running with it. So we're through one quarter of this AFC East contest. Our score, 14-0. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Jets football. They have it on second and short. Here's Hall. Still has some space inside the 35. And this is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10. To the air, Taylor. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
From the 24 once again, it's second and 10. Throwing, Taylor. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he ended up time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. To the air on third and long. And he hauls it in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets make it a one-score game in the first half. It's an Adonai Mitchell touchdown.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Nick Folk now for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Jets chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Jets 7.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Johnson with a return here. Looks away from one. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Bills and James Cook making their way back out on offense now. And that lead they've got, Brock, they are never going to have to worry about losing it if they keep scoring every time they touch this football.
Is that how it works?
It surprisingly is. You know, if you have the lead and you don't lose it, you win.
And that type of start, well, you wanted all 17 games of a season, but you're lucky to get it more than once.
Second and 5.
Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up second and 5. Looking to throw. Jets bringing pressure, and they got it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
When we think about safeties, I mean, it's just right in the name, right? The safety is the last line of protection in the passing game. We don't think of them as blitzers. But, Kate, let me tell you, for a safety blitz to get home, they got to be great disguisers. They can't show that blitz early. That safety didn't, and the quarterback took the brunt of the contact.
Gotta figure out this third down here. Third and long for him here. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Bills have a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
Throwing now on first down, Allen hits his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Throwing here, Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. Working from the gun, it's Allen. That's caught for the first. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. A pickup of 17. Yeah, that's good for a Buffalo first.
That's another Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
1st and 10. Here's Allen. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jets get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
The Jets and Adonai Mitchell getting set for another look here. They're going to start just inside of enemy territory following that pick. 1st and 10 now from the 46. Off the play fake, he'll throw. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Hall takes it straight ahead. And he'll gain about 7 on this one as he gets him down into the red zone.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Taylor now. That's with his back. Hall. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
A gain of 6.
They get 6 and a first down as well.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Taylor. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's Taylor. Looking for something. The Bills get to him. Down he goes. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
3rd down, line to gain 9 yards out. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
So on 4th down, here comes Nick Folk to attempt this for the Jets. It's from the left hash, 33 yards. The kick by Folk is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
You look at that 3rd down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
Johnson now on the return. And this gets out to the 30 before he stopped. The Bills offense all set for their next drive. Their last series sure was looking like points up until that interception, Brock. Hopefully they can move the ball similarly well as they take over here. First down throw for Allen. Downfield, and Shakir has it. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So with that, Brock, we've now reached our 2-minute warning. Bills with the lead here at Highmark. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Straight ahead, here's Cook. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays, the ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
They'll send him over right. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Sends this to the end zone. And this is going to be a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills grow their lead just before halftime. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Prater on for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bills drive their lead to 11.
Jets 10.
Now Prater on to send it away. Wangu now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Jets offense now set to take over. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. First call here coming from the shotgun. Takes the handoff, now to throw. He keeps it and takes off. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it's good for a New York first down. The Jets take their first time out. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first.
10 at the 43-yard line.
And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Looking to throw, Taylor. They'll set up a screen here for Hall. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
First and 10, he keeps it on the option. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Christian Benford up to make that stop.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Throw left side finds Johnson. He works it down to the 37. Jordan Poyer up from the secondary to make that stop. Timeout taken by New York. That's its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Bills bringing an extra DB out. 3rd down. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
All set now. 1st and 10. Here's Taylor to throw. Hits him on the in route. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try to field goal right now.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
The kick by Folk is good. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points.
Kate, that's just an excellent play call to get a chunk of yards and set up that field goal before halftime. Job well done.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we have a 1-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks for that update, Scott. Welcome back, everyone, for the 3rd quarter. Got a 1-touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field. Now Prater on to send it away.
Set to kick off.
On the return, here comes Davis. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10.
So here's the Jets offense, getting ready to start our third quarter. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
They start to have it, give them all. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, and really create some indecision now defensively.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. On the move, headed right. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
Now it's Taylor. He's keeping it again. And he'll go down here, covers up nicely after a gain of 7.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
2nd and 3 now. Tight end going in motion here. They give on 2nd to Hall. Ooh, awfully close to that line to gain. Stop though, made it to 46. 3rd down.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down, but instead, defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy, and their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
Here we go, goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. Gonna keep this one and go. And they're gonna down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign him for it.
Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Jets 1st down.
That is textbook RPO right there, Kate. Quarterback's decision-making comes quick off the snap. And that back, you know that he's already looking for those lanes before the ball's even in his belly. Before that defense can adjust to the run, he hits that 2nd level.
And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
1st down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. They go right back to Hall. Looks like he gained about 3 yards. It's also going to bring up 3rd down.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and
2. Here he is on 3rd and short. And the Bills get to him. He's brought down. And their 4th sack of the game, Brock, brings up 4th down.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
So on 4th down, here comes Nick Folk to attempt this for the Jets. It's a 34-yarder from that right hash. The kick by Folk is good. And that gets them back within 5.
Listen, all he could do is make the kicks he's called out there to make. They need extra points from him, but for now, he's able to handle his 3rd field goal of the game and just inch them a little bit closer.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. On the return, here's Ray Davis. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Bills and wide receiver Brandon Cook set to take over now. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. They'll motion the slot man right. On first down, Allen. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. To the right, pulled in by Palmer. Gets it to the 15. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
63 yards, the gain on the play. That's good for a Bills 1st down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Pressure coming, it's Allen. Coming deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is scooped up by the Jets. Their offense going to take over a much better field position as they get a bunch on that fumble return.
That is such a gut punch as a quarterback. You put in so much work to get down near the goal line. And then you've got to take care of the football. You can't be reckless with the ball. Those defenders are looking to knock it free, and that's exactly what they did, keeping points off the board.
The Jets and Breece Hall about set to go on offense. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. They're going to throw now, following the turnover. Dump off caught by his back. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it's good for a New York 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
From the gun, it's Hall. And this drives him back at a field goal range, Brock, as he stopped for loss of yardage. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you can put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Here's Hall once more. The sideline inside the 25. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Hall running between the tackles. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
19 more yards. That's another Jets 1st down. first and goal.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Breaking the huddle. Here's first and goal. Line up the design keeper. And he's in for the touchdown. The Jets capitalize on that turnover and take the lead. They broke out the design, run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, hey, QB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
The Jets will line up for a 2-point conversion.
They give it to the back of the zone read. And he's into the end zone. Successful play there. That makes the lead 3 points.
Bills 21.
Well, that right there, a very important 2-point conversion, Brock. Their lead now up to 3. A field goal would only tie this one.
Yeah, the math was pretty easy on that one, right? You know what it does. It puts you up 3 and forces a field goal on the other side. But I'll tell you what else I like there, Kate. It's psychology. Puts a little seed of doubt on that other side. Maybe if you come into this moment later in the game, and certainly an injection of confidence for your offense that they can deliver in the clutch.
All right, Bills to the line now. First and 10. Allen now on first down. Finds a man right side. And this play reaches the 35 before he comes to an end. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
All set to go now from the 35. Throwing now on first down, Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled for a short gain. It's not made that time by the rookie from Florida State.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second down now, 7 to go. Cook trying this one up the gut. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Down and 7.
Extra man in the secondary for the Jets now. Third down. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's Bills football. They trail late, but this game's still very much in reach. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. To the air on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 44 before he stops. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Bills have a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Completed over the middle. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
2nd and 3 now. Here's a game to Cook. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
36-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Got his man. Shakir has it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
The 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he's tackled for no gain.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Working from the gun. It's Allen. Finds him over the middle. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Jets into the nickel, 3rd down. To throw again, it's Allen. Skips it short of his man. That brings up 4th down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Matt Prater on now as we see how he handles this moment. It's 44 yards here from the left hash. Tracking for it, and it's good! And in the 4th quarter, that's going to tie the game.
After I'd imagine dozens and dozens of kicks into that net on the sideline staying warm, Kate, he finally gets his chance to knock a field goal through the uprights. And, of course, he wasn't going to whiff on that opportunity.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Mongoon now to return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Jets back on offense, led out by Teron Taylor. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this 2nd half. They'll start this one out with Hall. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Taylor. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. It's the 5th time they've gotten their first sack in this one, Brock. And they're going to try for number 6 on 3rd down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Checks it down to Hall. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Here comes the punting unit for the Jets. Austin McNamara will kick this away. Collects this at the 35. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Bills and quarterback Josh Allen ready to get back to work now on offense. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. First down throw for Allen. Looking right, and he finds him. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
Brandon Cooks. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 40-yard line.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Allen. It's brought in downfield by Kincaid. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. They strike for 23 yards. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. Almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
And he's going to pay off this first down run with a nice pickup of 9.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. Another one for Cook. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. They gain 11 on that play. And the Bills have a first down.
First down. First and 10.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Going to the ground again on first. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills take a fourth-quarter lead. It's a James Cook touchdown.
We've seen all game long how difficult it has been for this defense to try to contain this guy. Not only through the air, now 2 touchdowns on the ground. He's just been a difference maker.
Prater on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bills break that tie and now lead by 7.
31. Jets 24.
Now Prater on to send it away. Wangu now to return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Jets and Breece Hall about set to go on offense. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they've placed upon him. New set of downs for him from the 31. They start the drive with Hall. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. To the air, Taylor. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Tom, we offered some serious blanket praise for this entire group defensively. The guys up front, they've certainly generated the pressure. Everybody on the back end in coverage, well, they're holding down their assignments to delay these throws. This is going to be one tomorrow, one fun tape to watch, because 6 sacks, hard to come by in this league.
Bills going nickel, 3rd down. Looking to throw. lofts it deep right side. And that one's going to be incomplete. A deep look, unsuccessful. That's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. The deficit is 7, so they have to convert here on 4th down. Desperation time here. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. They hit for 16 yards on 4th down, and a drive a lot of us thought had stalled out. He's going to carry on.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. The Jets take their first time out, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Here's Hall running his own read. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. To throw. It's on target to Johnson. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Timeout taken by New York. That's its 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
At the 41-yard line.
So 1st down from the 41. Here he is to throw. Finding Johnson once more. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Jets 1st down.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. Back to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he gets out of bounds to save that final timeout. This picks up the 1st down, too.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. Setting up to pass. He's got it. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Timeout called by the Jets. That's their final 1. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Hall. And he gets him the touchdown. And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a 1-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
In the 11th hour, now a point after try to tie this game. And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the 4th.
31.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Johnson with a return here. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. The Bills and quarterback Josh Allen ready to get back to work now on offense. And you may as well call him a constant headache that this defense has had to deal with all game long. I mean, they game plan to slow down his passing work, but it's been his rushes that have really broken the spirit of this unit. This is Cook. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
He's brought down at the 31. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Well, Brock, 4 quarters, couldn't decide a winner, and now we're set up for an exciting conclusion to this contest. Overtime is coming up next. So starting this year, we've got some new rules in place for overtime, Brock. Both teams now guaranteed a chance to possess the football in overtime of any game, not just the playoffs. So an opening drive touchdown, no longer an instant game winner. Gotta be able to make a stop too. It's a new look to NFL overtime. Let's see how this plays out as we get underway with some bonus football. Johnson now on the return. He dodged the tackle, and he's out of bounds up across the 25. Buffalo sending its offense to the field. And they're playing with a chance to take the lead right here. Get a nice little cushion in what has been an otherwise really close game.
Yeah, and really the mindset, Kate, is this has got to be the drive. When you break the huddle, you look at each other and say, right now, these are the moments that tilt the game in our favor. Because you know if you don't get it done, you've given your opponent that opportunity.
This is thrown towards a defender instead, man. He's the one who makes a play in football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on first down.
Such a big part of that breakup, Kate, or any breakup as a corner, is your positioning relative to the target and really the timing of it all. You could be in the right spot, but if you don't time it, that ball is still caught at this league. That corner played that one nearly perfectly.
We'll send a receiver left. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target there. So they're left facing 3rd and long. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
And the incompletions continuing to stack up here, Brock. 3 straight plays as a defender knocks it away. Now it's 4th down.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that was just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
They're bringing out Mitch Wisnowski to punt it away on 4th. And this needs to be a good one. Punt meets him at the 28. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Jets out to begin another drive. Their defense got off the field clean, Brock, and now their offense runs on knowing that any points are going to end this game.
Well, you want to look up complimentary football in the football dictionary, this might be the most important time for it. One side of the ball makes a stand, and the other side gets a chance to go win it.
Has him on a quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Some work to do here. Need to make some progress to get in range for that game winner. Here's 2nd down. Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. And that's not what the offense started. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
These defensive ends today are so good, Kate, with their hands, and it's often right off the jump. If you can win with your hands, if you can create space, you can get a tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. Taylor now. Falcon isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
Let's be real clear, there is nothing lucky about number 7 at all for this quarterback. The 7th time he's been taken to the ground for a sack. This defense, they made adjustments. They're incorporating a variety of different looks and blitzes, and it just seems like, Kate, constantly they are a step ahead of whatever this offense is trying to do to protect this quarterback.
They'll send out the punting unit. And in overtime, he needs to make this a good one. Takes it in at the 21. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Now we've got the Bills offense headed back to the field. Each offense has had a chance to score now, Brock. Neither one could, so we're in a sudden death. The next score wins it.
And wouldn't it be great, Kate, if we saw one of these defenses just take a turnover back for the winning touchdown? Really just surprise everybody here. It'd be a little tougher to do now, though. Both offenses a little more settled in. You've got to imagine a little more sense of urgency. Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
Allen. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. He's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid third down.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
Slot man in motion left. He gives here to the motion man. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be fourth down.
A 4-yard loss. It's fourth down.
The Bills with a punt team out there. And in overtime, this has to be struck well. Before they bring him down on the return. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Hall takes it straight ahead. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
First play of the drive lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. Second down. They're going to run out of the pistol with Hall. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Pretty obvious, this defense, they need more people around the line of scrimmage. But the minute you do that, Kate, start opening up those throwing lanes. This is how balance takes apart a defense.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Here's Taylor. Completed over the middle. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Jets first down.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. On first down, here comes Hall. And a solid gain there, Brock, of about 5. Takes him inside the 40-yard line.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Here's a give to Hall. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. This is Hall. Quick adjustment defensively to stop him this time, so no gain on first down.
so.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Davis up the middle. All right, they bought him a little room. That run good for 6 on second down.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast, but he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
A lot of pressure on this kick for Nick Folk. So Buffalo's going to call it second timeout, as they'll be left with just one more to work with here in OT. And now the entire game rests on his next kick. It's a 36-yard look for him. The kick is good. He got it. And they've taken back the lead.
Makes the score Jets 30.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
So it's a road win for the Jets. And they only needed to set him up with a shot to connect and win it with 3, and his aim was true to make it happen and put an end to this competitive ball game. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner Brock Heward and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Jets as we say so long from Buffalo.